Okay, time to try Tequila, another great surf tune. So, cool thing on this one is it is actually in key of F, really easy, but you can use the bar chords and work that out pretty easily. You can use the open F a little bit, but it's a little tougher to do. The main riff is F to D sharp. So this is F, this is D sharp on the upper three strings on the third fret. So, but a bar chord version of F is upper three strings on the fifth fret. So if you do that with your ring finger and your D sharp and that one, then you can go back and forth really easy. And that's really the main riff. Just keeps going back and forth, and you'll see that on the chord sheet, and then there's a variation when they get to Tequila. So that's it. So I'd recommend just stay in the bar. And it's that rhythm. Like that. So down, 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 down. And then on D sharp, up, down, like that. And then if you do that faster, it gets a rhythm. Tequila. So that's kind of how the strumming goes. The riff part actually, strangely enough, doesn't always work out this way, but this one is incredibly easy and simple, at least the way I do it. A little bit of cheating, but for ook, and so you got to appreciate when that happens and go with it. So I'm going to show you a little bit of the way I do it, but that riff is this. And you can kind of bend that thing. So basically you are on this third string, the thickest one, fifth fret and third fret, pretty much. And what you're doing on the third fret, rather than just putting your finger there, you're actually crushing these middle two strings, and you'll see why in a second. That allows you to easily hammer things without having to find the notes. So just remember, you're going to be kind of like that. So it's going to be start like this, and you're going to hammer off. 1, 2, hammer, which is off, but you're playing this note here, and then you go this string 2. And then fifth and open, so it goes 1, then the second string, then the third string, and then fifth and open, like that. So. Sometimes they end up down, then open, like that. So that's how you do that one riff. The next riff is this in-between one. So it's actually, this is actually kind of a G sharp thing. So if you're playing the chords, you'll see in the chord sheet it says stay in the chord, you're going in G sharp chord, which is, this is the G chord. G sharp is just one up, and then you go back to F. So that's if you're doing the chords, but for the riff, you're going to be doing it slightly different, but you're still using these open 3, 5 on the third string, which is really cool. Like that. So you're hammering open 3, 5, and if you do it quickly enough, it kind of makes the notes without you having to pick it, rather than going. You go, and then you go on the second string, 4th fret. That's the G sharp. You play that ring finger, the 5th fret on the 3rd string, and then you play the F sharp, like that. So remember, open, hammer on the 3, 5th, and then on the 2nd string, 4th fret, then back to here, and then the chord. You're doing it 3 times. Whoops. 1, 2, and then the chord goes G to C, and then it's Tequila. 1, Tequila, like that, and then just keeps going on and on. So those are basic ways to do the riff. and just play the song on a YouTube clip, and then just go along with it, and don't worry about if you're messing up. But it's so simple that if you just kind of practice the rhythm, it will really help you doing the chord changes and the rhythm at the right time. Okay, and then there's also some solo stuff, but that the sax does, but you don't want to get into that stuff. Just stay to the chords and then these basic riffs I showed you. All right, good luck.